Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.
Hello guys, welcome to Sharing the Scoop. Today we have Thakkar with us, who's from Symbiosis Institute of Media and Communication, SIMC. So let's hear from him. Hi Aj, how are you doing?
Hi Trishna, I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm great, thank you for asking. So why don't you go about and just talk a little bit about your background, your educational background, your qualifications.
Yeah. So I've done my bachelor's in commerce from University of Mumbai. I was a chartered accountancy CA student. I cleared my entrance exam, was appearing for the intermediate, the middle level exams. At the same time, completing my degree, and at the same time, I was working with a CA firm as a manager level post. So yeah, and after the completing the degree, also I was working with them. Yeah.
That's
so my
really
roles, if you want to know, yeah, like I was into I was at I wouldn't say like the most senior. Of course, the senior was the boss, but then the middle level, super like between them. So I had to handle clients, handle the staff, implement new systems, laws, regulations, deliver and meet the client's expectations in both the compliance at the same time consultancy based work.
That's very interesting. So, how would you talk about your journey from CA to SIMC, which is mass media, and any challenges that you faced?
Yeah, yeah, that's a good question. Of course, like moving to Symbiosis Institute of Media and Communication is a huge switch considering my academic background and the work experience. But I do not consider it as a very huge switch because I always had my interest towards advertisements and being creative. I had close friends and clients who work in this field and about this field. So they, from them, I used to get insights, and I was always interested in what it was and all. Then, plus, from where I worked, so my role was, about communication. There was formal, informal communication. So it helped me uh, gain more understanding about how and what would the client, for example, or even the people I work with, they want. So, about understanding what they want and delivering and, providing whatever they want in ways which they would understand and like. So my work ex did help me there. And I would say challenges, there haven't been major one, but yet, of course, like my parents were like a bit skeptical because moving a big switch, for them, they wouldn't agree like a CA being a secure background, in our country to this.
Yeah.
So, but then I'm like, one of those major fields like engineering, doctor, CA, वैसा. So for them, it was a bit, they were a bit skeptical, but then I showed them how I am the right fit for this because I took my own time to understand about this course, about myself, while I was working and all. I understood there's more for me to offer from the creative side. So then they did get it, okay, fine, okay, you are fit for this. And they were through and throughout, they were supportive for me. And they can see this, they saw the desire that I want to do this, especially at SIMC.
That's really very nice. So you are a chartered accountant.
No, I am not a chartered accountant. I gave the intermediate level exams, and then while working and all, I didn't find the happiness or I was not satisfied, and I was inclined towards this, so I had to drop it
That's
and
very
drop my
interesting.
work.
It's
And
really
then,
nice. That's really nice.
yeah,
So would you like to tell us something more about SIMC, the college you are in?
SIMC. Oh yeah. So yeah, when I decided to switch, I had SIMC at the top of my list because the brand is
Yeah.
Symbiosis. I mean, a big brand, yeah, and the mass media field, of course. And there's more to the mass media thing. There's media and communication roles. So it's a perfect blend. The faculty is great. The syllabus is well balanced to shape us. The campus, I mean, although it's been just 2 months, I've been there, but it's phenomenal. It's a
You're
great
on campus
experience.
currently.
Currently, I'm on leave. I have some personal duties to
Okay. The
handle, but
campus
then
has
I'll be
happened.
moving
That's
has
really
been great.
that's really nice. So would you like to talk more about your entry into SIMC, like how you cleared Snap, how you got a call, how were the rounds, the GDPI rounds, and so on?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, of course, I'll go chronologically. I loved preparing for the SNAP exam because it was quite challenging. At the same time, as the course at SIMC has been, like, which has been into second semester, but has been a very holistic one, covers the whole marketing media in a very well balanced way. That is how the SNAP also was. It covered all the exams, like all the sections quite well. But yeah, I was a little confident because I think I had prepared well, and exams went well. But of course, there's a nervousness, and however you confident you are, you're always nervous post the exams till the results. So of course, I was there. On the day the results were delivered, I remember very vividly. It was evening, little late, and when I got the result, I saw took a moment to process. Like, okay, I've got a good 86 percentile, and I was very happy. And shook it off and then went ahead with the admission procedures and all. Then I got a call from SIMC. I was thrilled for the VOT and the PI process. Then on the day, I don't remember the writing ability test questions, but I remember the personal interview very well because they also were very keen because the switch, of course, from the CA background to this, they
Yeah.
were like, why are you moving from this was actually put up by them only. You're moving from a very secure place to a very not so secure. But then I was determined to do this. So I remember the question, if you want to know, there was one question they asked, because I always focus that I want to explore the right brain, which is known as the creative brain, creative side of the brain. I want to explore that. So the interviewer, they asked me that suppose there is an accounting firm, a big accounting tax firm, which had gone through some scrutiny because they had done some fraud. So how you as a PR representative of that firm would handle the issue in media and for all the stakeholders. So I gave them a solution that even Maggie, Cadbury, those brands also had their turmoils and sad part, due to their quality issues. Similarly, no, not exactly because they're in FMCG. So these people can appoint their or represent themselves in the media. The CEOs or some such level person can represent them and accept the flaw and of course focus and ensure the work ethics and the quality and customer satisfaction being the ultimate motto. And yeah, that's how they can deliver themselves in the media. I think they were satisfied. They didn't give me any suggestions and all. They were happy. And yeah, I was very determined. I mean, they always ask me, okay, why you want to switch, etc. They kind of were trying to push me to not switch. But then, of course, it was a very determined decision. So
I
yeah,
guess in your interview, your determination is something that helped you because you were very sure that you want to do this. And the interview was very chilled. It wasn't very technical, was it?
no. I mean, they were soft enough. I mean, I was lucky enough, I would say that much. I was lucky enough that they didn't grill me on the media or such technicalities, nitty-gritties, because they understood that, okay, I'm not directly from that background. And my work ex also wasn't directly from there. But of course, they saw that this guy wants to do it and I want to learn and explore more about this field. And I assured them I would do during the time of the course.
That is a
So
very
yeah,
interesting point. So how many rounds were there overall?
I'd say, yeah, there was one writing ability test. Then we had the personal interview. After that, we were given a group discussion thing. We were given a topic, and I would say we had around seven people, and 2 people from them who were monitoring us. And we were given a topic, and we all had to put our points across. So in that also, the group discussions are never very civil. So everybody wants to put their point across. So I was waiting and listening, and I was trying to come up with a very quality point, instead of just giving out stuff and exaggerating and going about it, instead of giving one quality point or two, I was waiting for my time. And then I rose my hand and I gave my quality point. I gave my point, and yes, the supervisors, they acknowledge it and they appreciate it. Yeah, that's a good point. So we will get our own chances. We have to little be patient. Instead of being the first one, be a good one. So that's what I would
Very
give out
important.
for the group
Agreed.
from
Yeah,
the group discussion.
that was very insightful. And would you like to say something more about your snap entrance? Maybe some like a subject where you were not good at, a subject that helped you.
Um, Actually, I focused on all the subjects. Maybe some sections, some topics of certain sections weren't the strongest. But again, I saw to that. I made sure that I know, if not everything, but quite few details about it. And if at all there is a question, I shouldn't be blank. So if I would suggest, make sure that they know you are thorough about not everything, of course, but something or the other about some topic. If you feel that, no, I don't want to do this, for example, like trigonometry, oh, I'm scared of trigonometry, fine, but you can focus something about it, like know the formulas, know the basics. You never know, some question might just come out and you are like, oh great, it's a very important one. Mark makes a huge difference in snap, huge. So
Like
make
a
sure
negative
you know
marking.
that. And plus, yes, is negative marking. So you have to be very sure, like, yeah. And snap, focus on all the sections. There's no, and don't rely on one section, of course, because if at all that section comes out tricky, so you're gone for a toss. So instead, focus on all the sections. Don't and focus on, like, don't rely on, like, okay, I have one more attempt to give. Give the first attempt as the final attempt. Don't be like, I'll just see this as an experience, and the next attempt we have 2 attempts for snap. So we had, at least. I'm very not sure
Yes.
right now how it's the procedure. So don't be like, hey, this I'll just see. For me, I felt the first one went better than the second. So don't be like, okay, I'll see. I'll study hard for the second attempt. No, the first one I'll just see. Focus both of them equal.
That was a very good point you made right there. So since you have work experience, how would you say like your work experience is helping you in MBA currently?
In MBA currently, oh yeah, it's helping me a lot. It's helping me a lot because I have a good 4 5 years experience. So in that time, I have developed interpersonal skills, of course, because it was a very demanding job at all fronts. So plus I had to deal with all the levels of people, like from my staff who are I had to go to meet officers, my clients who are of different levels, from manager to even CEO or to the assistants. So you have to be able to deal with all of them appropriately. So this makes you help develop like basic things like patience and understanding, again, because how and what they are there to appropriately deal with them. That's what I think in our field, in what we are studying, marketing, is that delivering the product to the appropriate target audience in the way which would make sure it reaches them. So that has helped me a lot. And basic things like patience, working under pressure, time management, prioritizing. Oh yeah, prioritizing helps a lot because we have all the assignments, classes, etc. I'm not even saying the personal stuff because we hardly had time, but of course you have to make time. So yeah, prioritizing is very important. So that has helped me from my work experience. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so last question for the day. Would you just have any tips or any suggestions which you would like to give SNAP aspirants?
Snap aspirants. So yeah, same thing, man. Just be determined, be clear, because this is MBA. For many of the students, this will be the last academic thing. So
Yes.
you have to come out with flying colors. It's a very cliche thing, but yeah, you have to be very determine that you want to, make sure you want to do this. And then when you're wanting to do this, and this is the last thing, so be very much focused. I mean, this is almost like the make or break for you. Be focused, focus on all the subjects. For the snap thing, I'll say that focus on all the subjects. Don't just master one thing or something. Like, keep solving previous year's papers, mock test. I mean, this is repetitive, you might know this, but make sure you do this. This is not a book thing I'm reading. This is, I also was hesitant कि ठीक है यार, I've done the studying figure, but no, make sure you do that, because it helps you understand where you are. Then you can work on the flaws. And yeah, one small code I would say is like rely on consistency over sparks of motivation. Like suddenly you're motivated after watching something or reading. Instead of that, now be consistently, little, but be consistently motivated instead of being suddenly motivated and studying everything in one go. Don't do that. Keep working every day. Don't get bored easily. We tend to get bored, like that done and take the phone or open social media. I mean, well, of course, it's a very easy distraction, but try to be more, because 2 years down the lane, we'll be working somewhere. You don't want to come out as a person who's bored or distracted easily, right?
True.
Because
Very
you'll
true.
be at a manager level. Yeah. So, yeah, be focused and keep the bigger picture in your head always. What you want to become, right? I mean, this is the stepping stone. So make sure you're very clear and strong right now. And don't be so harsh on yourself, but at the same time, be a little harsh on yourself. Don't go too easy. You might then just push back, and just chill.
Find a
So instead,
balance.
be focused. Yeah, find a balance, but at the same time, be on toes. Like, to do snap on the focus on this more. Yeah, that's all.
Wow, thank you so much, Aj. I'm so sure that this gave a lot of clarity to all the aspirants over there. And thank you so much for your time. We wish you also all the very best. Hope
Thank you
you
so
come
much.
out with flying colors as well.
Thank you, Trishna. Thank you so much.
Thank you.